If you are sick of the crave, cave, crash cycle where you crave sweets and then you cave to those cravings and then you crash soon later because your energy plummets, then this is for you. These 3 simple steps will help you go from craving to confidence so you can look and feel like $1,000,000. Step 1 is to start eating your sweets along with protein, fibers, and fats. What this is gonna do is decrease the glucose spike. The glucose is the sugar roller coaster of your blood sugar, basically, so that you don't get the crazy highs and the crazy lows, which causes the crazy cravings cycle that just keeps going, okay? So for instance, what you're gonna do is instead of having refined flour treats like pastries, donuts, candy, which are gonna cause the crazy ups, downs, and cravings, you're gonna look for things like paleo treats. Paleo treats are really good because they incorporate more whole foods into them naturally. They have more whole food sugars like maple syrup and coconut sugars, which have more nutrients and vitamins in them. They have more whole foods in them like almond flour instead of a white flour for a crust or a base for your cookies. And what this is gonna do is it's just gonna naturally put more fiber, protein, and fat into the mix along with the sugar, which is gonna keep your blood sugar more even kill so that your cravings aren't crazy and your spikes aren't crazy, and just in general, you'll feel more balanced, okay? The other thing you could do is with your sweet, you could also just eat it with a meal. If you eat it with a meal that has a meat, veggies and whatnot, which has the protein, fiber, and fat, then that will also help reduce it a bit. Okay. Step 2 is to increase your nutrient-dense foods in your diet. So instead of thinking about restriction or what you gotta take out, just think about what you're gonna add in. And you're gonna look for nutrient-dense foods like vegetables, grass-fed meats are actually nutrient-dense. Nuts are a great snack for nutrient-dense snacky foods. Dried fruit and fruits, if you want something sweet, those are more nutrient dense than most other refined treats or, prepared treats, let's say. So look for things like that to just start adding into your diet so that you're getting the nutrients you need so that you, one, don't have any nutrient cravings. You don't have cravings for things just because your body's lacking those in your system. And 2, to increase your happy hormones so that you're just in general more satisfied and balanced. And so you don't have any cravings, just to feel better. Tip 3 is to train your sweet tooth to appreciate more subtle sweets. Because the thing is, whatever your sweet range is, basically like whatever tastes really sweet to you, you can actually reduce that so that like maybe berries, which are a lower sugar fruit, will actually taste really, really sweet to you. If you're not having like donuts and stuff in your diet, those can taste sweet. So you can actually train your palate to be more sensitive to sugar. And what that's gonna do is gonna make it so that you don't have those crazy cravings for super sweet stuff, which is gonna cause the crash and the roller coaster that we keep talking about. So simply by training your palate to appreciate more subtle sweets, you will find more balance. And what I would recommend is to not do this all at once. Like, don't go from donuts to only having berries, because what you're gonna do is that's gonna cause more cravings, and then you might cave and it might start the whole thing over. What you can do is actually just start to reduce your sweets. So one way is just to have a few bites less. That's gonna put less sugar into your system. Another way is to go from like super sweet stuff to more of the paleo sweets we were talking about so that they're more balanced. And then you can go to, say, more high sugar fruits, like bananas or tropical fruits are all more high sugar fruits. So you could kind of start bringing those in and have less of the more cookies and whatnot, okay? And then you can go from the high sugar fruits to the lower sugar fruits, which are gonna be like berries. Berries are a lower sugar fruit. So here are 3 steps for you to curb your inner cravings so you don't have to deal with your cookie monster. If you have any thoughts on how to curb cravings or know what has worked for you in the past, let me know in the comments. I definitely wanna hear.